Justice is supposed to be blind. It's supposed to seek the truth, no matter how long it takes. But in the case of the West Memphis Three, the truth was buried beneath fear, rushed decisions, and a desperate need for closure. Even after their release in 2011, questions still haunt this case. Not just about who committed the murders, but about the failures of the investigation itself. Why did law enforcement ignore potential suspects? Why was no physical evidence ever linked to the three teenagers? And why did it take nearly 2 decades, worldwide attention, and relentless activism to get them out of prison? Let's break it down. From the very beginning, the case was flawed. There was no forensic evidence tying Damien Echols, Jason Baldwin, or Jessie Misskelley to the crime scene. No fingerprints. No blood. No DNA. Nothing. Yet, prosecutors painted them as ruthless killers, monsters who sacrificed children in a supposed satanic ritual. Where did this theory even come from? The 1990s were the height of Satanic Panic, a time when communities across America were terrified that secret devil-worshipping cults were infiltrating their towns. Rock music, horror movies, even Dungeons and Dragons, everything was under suspicion. And Damien Echols. He fit the profile. He wore black. He read Stephen King. He listened to Metallica. That was enough for authorities to call him dangerous. Jessie Misskelley's confession became the cornerstone of the prosecution's case. But there was a problem: it was completely unreliable. He was interrogated for over 12 hours. The recording of his confession? Only the last 46 minutes. During questioning, police fed him details about the crime, which he then repeated. The timeline he gave didn't match the facts. And when he recanted his statement, saying he only confessed because he was scared, it didn't matter. The damage was done. The trial itself was a media circus. The prosecution used fear instead of evidence. They called in an expert who testified that the murders had satanic elements, despite zero proof. They showed sketchbooks, song lyrics, and books found in Echols' room as if that was evidence of murder. And the jury? They didn't stand a chance. The town was already convinced the boys were guilty. The murder of 3 children had to be avenged. And so, 3 teenagers, 2 of them still minors, were sent away for life. For nearly 20 years, they sat in prison, watching the world move on. Watching as the evidence that could clear them was ignored. It wasn't until forensic advancements in 2007 revealed new DNA testing results that the case truly unraveled. Not a single trace of Echols, Baldwin, or Misskelley was found at the crime scene. But what was found? A hair belonging to Terry Hobbs, the stepfather of one of the victims. Then, new witnesses came forward. People who claimed Hobbs had confessed to the murders. Despite this, no new charges were filed. Instead, in 2011, the West Memphis Three were offered an Alford plea, a legal loophole that allowed them to plead guilty while maintaining their innocence. It was the only way to get out. So, after 18 years of wrongful imprisonment, Damien Echols, Jason Baldwin, and Jessie Misskelley walked free. But their convictions still stand. The state of Arkansas never fully exonerated them. Their records still say guilty. And the real killer? Still unknown. 3 boys lost their lives in 1993. 3 innocent men lost their youth, their freedom, and their futures. And the justice system, the one that was supposed to protect them, failed everyone. The question remains, who really killed Stevie, Christopher, and Michael? And will the truth ever come out? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.